So, congratulations, Rebecca, for being in this film and you're in this world premiere of your movie in the Tribeca Sports Film Festival. So, would you mind telling us about your role and how did you get involved in a David Mamet film?
Well, Dave asked me to do the role. He asked me to, it's a wonderful role. I play the wife of Tim Allen, and we're the powerful rich couple who lure the Chiwetel Ejiofor character kind of away from his principles a little bit. We're like the snake in the Garden of Eden. We're tempting to him. And also, very fortunately for me, I'm a singer-songwriter, and my husband is David Mamet. He asked me to write the songs for the film, which I did. And the music, so the first song is sung by a great Brazilian artist, Luciana Souza. She translated my lyrics into Portuguese and sings it in the middle of the film in a nightclub scene. And then I sing one of the songs at the end of the film, also in Portuguese, a beautiful translation by Luciana again. Luciana coached me in the Portuguese, because I don't speak Portuguese. And it was a beautiful language to sing in. And it's a real thrill for me to have these songs in the movie.
I see there's a lot of Brazilian influence to this. Is it because of the jiu-jitsu aspect of the movie?
Yes, the movie takes place in the Brazilian jiu-jitsu world, and it's influenced by that beautiful martial art. And so, yes, and that's why, and my songs that I had been writing were Brazilian in flavor, inspired by bossa nova, and so he asked me to continue writing in that vein because it works perfectly with his film.
Is there an album that we can check out or a website we can check out about your music?
My website is RebeccaPidgeon.com, and my record, which is just coming out, which has these songs in it, is called Behind the Velvet Curtain, and it's available on iTunes, so you can get it through my website, or where else is it available? What's that? Borders and Barnes & Noble, yeah. Amazon.
Well, definitely check it out, and I'll put it underneath
Thank
the
you.
video.
Thank you. That'd be great.
Thank you very much, too.
Thank you. Take care.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Kind of gutsy for her to take on that role and everything.
For Elise, well, she's a gutsy actress. I mean, you ever see her Brazilian films?
I have.
Yeah, well, sure, then you know.
What did you think of her? What you brought to the table?
She's kind of a force of nature. She's like a modern Ana Mañana. She's just so natural and so unusual and so endlessly sexy. And great actress. Very honest. Oh yeah. Hey, how you doing? We were just talking about you.
It's awesome. The movie's awesome. And I was telling everybody that the reason it's so great is because you're brilliant making movies, and because he's a genuine, true blue MMA junkie. He goes to all the fights all over the world. He loves it. So he did his homework, and he's real. Like, he goes to all the fights, and then he made a kick-ass movie because he knows how true the sport is and how awesome it is and how invigorating it is to be at those fights. I've been to 20 cards. I'm doing Yama pit fighting now, and I'm doing the Fedor fight in Dallas in July. And I think it's the greatest sport on earth now. It's fast boxing and everything.
Do you believe this voice?
What?
Do you believe this voice?
You'll have to believe I just love it.
When I get him into Howard Stern to do the show next week, I'm going to beat him up. I'm going to put him in a rear naked choke and then an arm bar.
Oh, good.
And then I'm going to make his next 5 movies for him because he'll be in the hospital in recovery.
Oh, fantastic.
It's good to see you,
It's
brother.
great to see
You're
you.
the man.
And I was just singing your phrases. I thought how great it was. I called you up out of the clear blue sky. You showed up, and worked on a set and went back and forth and just jumped in.
He was the most fascinating guy to work with because all day long we took 1,000 shots, 1,000 different angles. I said he was like shooting a clock. We did every angle in the clock, up, below, sideways, redid it, and then he would walk behind the curtain like the Wizard of Oz, check his work, check the angles, check the look and lighting, and then shoot it another 100 times. And by working with this guy, I swear to you, I now have an itch to do more movies. It was my first movie, first experience, and now that he's put me in this flick, I want to do it for the rest of my life. It was the coolest experience working with David Mamet ever.
Good actor.
I mean it.
Good actor. Well, you see, everybody come see the movie, then you can have your own opinion, and I believe you'll share mine.
We've had every actor in the movie on my show on Sirius, and we've been promoting it. And tonight on SNY, on the home of the Mets, they put the poster up for the movie.
Oh, yeah?
I talked about Tribeca, the debut. I talked about the release on May 2nd and May 9th. And It's just the most incredible thing. And tomorrow night we're having our pre-screening at the AMC on 34th between 8th and 9th. We're going to have a full theater full of MMA freaks and Mamet freaks watching Red Belt, and we're going to set the standard in New York for this movie, and no one's going to touch us. When we start, no one will catch us.
Good.
Good to see you, David. You're the man, brother. I love you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Great job on this.